Today we are going to February 21st, 2018, which if you're unaware what that day was, it was the first ever mountain expedition, which introduced us to the tallest mountain. The entirety of the Mountain Expedition 2018 has been corrupted, at least the tallest mountain portion. As that was, of course, as I stated earlier, was one of the ways we were able to tell that the island was saved, and that it was the same world. So these decorations, as I stated earlier, actually did have a purpose, even if they were left up for a whole year. But because of that, they became corrupted. Alright, so it is day 3, Thursday, February 8th of 2024. Yeah, it's day 3 of Operation Legos Island 2024. Dang, crazy that we're already here. Today, we're going to be making our way to February 8th, 2019. Which, if you're unaware what that day was, it was the day the 2019 Valentine's Day party went up, and is where we got introduced to the Valentine dog. So, without further ado, let's make our way in. And we'll go back into survival right when we re-enter the time. Alright guys, we are now here. Let's go. There we go. That took a minute. But regardless, welcome. February 8th, 2019. Exactly 5 years ago today. That's crazy. Like, I'm not even freaking kidding. It is exactly 5 years later. And here we are. I did this on purpose. Now, you may notice we didn't bring Valentine with us, despite it being the 5-year anniversary since her debut on the island. This is obviously because we're about to encounter the past version of Valentine, aka when she was originally introduced. Hence why we're here in the first place. Because if we brought the present day Valentine here, yeah, both of them would literally cease from existence. And Valentine would be no more. That's obviously why we left her in the present. So of course that doesn't happen. We don't want another time corruption here now, do we? And good news, I know where Evil Cluck is. Let's find him. Evil Cluck is located in here. As you can see, let me just close that real quick. Lego, did you forget what today is? Because a certain someone is not with you. Valentine. Since you forgot, I'll go grab her from the present myself. Wait, don't do that! Because we have the original Valentine right here from that day. If you bring her in here, you're gonna corrupt the entire timeline and Valentine will cease from existence. Do not bring her in here. Too late. Valentine, be gone. No! Now that the OG Valentine is gone, she non-exists in present Legos Island. She's actually dead. She's non-existent in LI anymore. And as a quick reminder, she was the first original dog exclusive to Legos Island. Because, as I addressed in a previous Saturday Stories, all these other dogs came from different worlds. Yeah, Valentine was a dog that was first exclusive to Legos Island. The first dog to be, created here on Legos Island. So this is a lot more insane than you may think. And without Valentine around, one of the main points behind this party becomes absolutely pointless, causing this to corrupt itself. With a gigantic corruption hole again, I see. Oh, that is deep. That's deep. How far down does it really go? Oh. Wait a second. The entire Pet Cemetery basement became corrupted too! I literally just realized the entire Pet Cemetery basement is corrupted too. Oh, that's not good. And became very dark and unsettling at the exact same time. This is not good. Not good at all. Valentine just straight up died right in front of us. But apparently the Nether Star tracker is still tracking something. So we could potentially still find something. Let's put it in my left hand and see it is pointing in this very direction. So, C. Oh, we found something. We found something. It's literally pointing in this very direction right here. Let's see what it is. It is! Assuming I can grab that is. There we go. The Valentine Dog Restorer. Oh! So we can bring the original Valentine from this time period back to life. Interesting. Also, where the heck is the dog version of myself and Colgate 33 now that I think about it? I literally just realized they are not here the whole time. Where the heck are they? Alright, we're back up here. And wow, this actually looks a lot more creepy than you may think. We have to bring the 2019 version of Valentine back to life. Otherwise, obviously as of right now, Valentine is literally gone from existence right now. So if we don't restore her right now and bring her back to life, that will risk the time frame for the present day Valentine. Meaning, well, you know, it would, of course, make all the dogs we got after that point never happen. So, that's another thing. Please, bring her back to life! Nice! The past version here for the original came back to life. And even Valentine from our time. But before we go exploring this time period, we need to get you back to our time, because if you see the past version, which we just did, yeah, you'll go non-existent again. Now that that mission's over with, let's explore the time period. And we can already start off right here by claiming, of course, the Valentine's hat. Yep, the Valentine's Day hat. And we're going to obviously be recollecting all the armor from the said party in this video, alongside, of course, the banner at the village. So as you guys can see, this is the Valentine's Day party from 2019, exactly 5 years ago, on Friday, February 8th, 2019, as it is Thursday, February 8th, 2024, the day I'm recording this video. And here's proof that this isn't a joke. This is legitimately how it looks. And it looks amazing. And of course, we'll turn that sign green off camera. I normally do that after the video. But regardless, yeah, here's how it looked 5 years ago for the second Valentine's Day party. Interesting. Actually, hold on a second. I think there's actually supposed to be a fence post there. Yeah, I knew something fell off. Anyway, that should be the only thing we have to fix. Regardless, the port looked very cool. And actually, wait a second! We are forgetting one other thing. Every single Valentine's Day party on Legos Island always has the regen potion on. I knew we were kind of forgetting something. But regardless, here is, of course, the balcony from Valentine's Day 2019. And since this was the day Valentine was introduced, her paper was later implemented. So that was implemented not long after this. So that's why it's not in here, because this was the day that she was introduced. So it kind of made sense as to why she wasn't implemented back then, but was added later on. So as you can see, this is literally how it looks. Looked amazing back then. And even in here, it all looked genuinely amazing. And it really did. This really is the Valentine's Day party of 2019 for Legos Island. Wow. What an insane way to celebrate 5 years of not only Valentine's existence on the island, but going back to where she originated. And the event room also was updated too in this party as well, with this very unique design right here as well, with this heart in the middle, which was actually so cool. And this was right around the time that Free Item Room 3 was implemented. Not long before this party, actually. Like around almost 2 weeks before this party. But yeah, this is what the event room looks like, if you recall, from the original event 5 years ago. And the cave also looked amazing, and I still love this carpet design. It looks so cool. Let's move on. Now, there's going to be a little bit of a bigger time period today, so we're going to be doing this a bit longer. So next up is the lodge, and again, we are going to be collecting every single item in this video. This is the Valentine's Day shirt. There we go. That is 2 out of the 4 pieces of the armor, but 2 out of 5 items in total. And here is the lodge. It was decorated for this party as well. Going inside, this is exactly how it looked from the original event, which was very, very cool back in the day. And even up here was decorated too, which was genuinely amazing back then. Man, I kind of forgot how cool this party was. It makes me now want to go rewatch the original video now exactly 5 years later. You know, I will not be surprised if I do that after this, because now that actually makes me want to go back and rewatch the original video now. 5 years later to celebrate, too. So I won't be surprised if I do that, actually. Anyway, with that said, that's it. So we're going to get out of here now. This still looked very cool back then. And still looks cool now. So we're going to head over there. Not yet. We'll head over there later. Let's do the blacksmith shop first. And the only reason it's like this is because, of course, the lava would burn it down. It was actually like that for a while, which is why I later added in the warped fences instead. In here, as you can see, it says Happy Valentine's Day, as that's how it looked back in the original event. There were also 2 hearts up here as well, which was very, very cool. Next up is the resort, which also looks very cool. Let's go down here. There we go. Oh, wait, that fire's wrong. Much more like it. Now, here's our next item, being the Valentine's Day pants. And we are just 1 item away from completing the armor, but 2 items away from completing the whole set. Obviously, before we go back, we'll obviously have to put all these items back. But, as you can see, this was the Valentine's Day themed resort, and this was the first time it was decorated for Valentine's Day, as it didn't exist till October of 2018, so this was just 4 months after it was implemented, or 3.5 to be specific, since it was added at the end of October. But, back here, as you can see, the resort honestly looked so freaking cool back then. And, hold on, if we go up here for a second, you'll be able to see the umbrella colors better. Yeah, as you can see, these were actually really cool. And see, now we can get, like, a legitimate overview. That's actually really cool. There we go, that's much better. Yeah, it looks so pretty. And I know that's burning, but that's how it was back then. So, we'll have to live with it. So, next up is the theme park. And since it was a little bit far away, I just paused it until we got there. God dang it, I forgot I don't have Elytra. Well, I do. Actually, you know what? Frick it, let's just use it for the sake of this. Yeah, we actually made it through the entrance. Okay, let's actually put that on. But anyway, here is the Valentine's Day theme park from 2019. Of course, we can also collect the Rose Red, which was, the red dye, which was also, ironically, the first Valentine's Day prize, with more unlocking later on in the party. Fun fact about this party, actually, the reason it started as early as it did was ironically because I was away on a cruise at the time, Carnival Sunshine, just 2 days after this party started. Hence why I had to start it a little early, as I obviously wouldn't have been near on my computer, even on Valentine's Day itself, or just a few days beforehand. Which is why this party had to start a little early, hence why it started on February 8th, instead of a little later. Which is why later years would obviously fix that problem. With all that said, the Valentine's Day theme park honestly looked so cool back then, and still does to this very day. And the prizes also look amazing, even though there was only 1. And this also looked cool too. Heading on in here, as you can see... Wait, why is that not blocked? Why does people keep putting things in from the present here? I don't freaking get it. And, like, genuinely, it does not make sense whatsoever. But anyway, we're just going to ignore that, and there's still some lit up signs for some reason. We might want to go ahead and fix those too, but I can do that off camera. Regardless, we do have some hearts around here as well, which is very, very cool. No, like, there were, like, hearts all over this place, and that's still not blocked off for some reason. I'll fix most of those things off camera. Because for some reason, Evil Cluck just loves bringing in the present stuff here. As you can see, this is how it looks. And yep, there were, like, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4 hearts in here. All very interesting. So, that was something. Lastly is, of course, the Heart and Bullseye Park, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hearts, which are all very cool. And that's literally it for this whole room. So now we're going to make our way over to the Too Small Mountain. And again, because of how far away it was, I paused it until I got there. So this is how it looks. We're not going to take the railroad today, because we actually want to showcase these things properly. As you can see, this is how the Too Small Mountains looks. Looks very cool. And yeah, now let's make our way over to the mountain. Now we're on the mountain, and this is where our last armor piece is, the Valentine's Day shoes. And now we have the complete armor. We just need the banner at the village, and we will be all set. And then I realized we still have to put all these items back after. But hey, collecting them at least still doesn't corrupt the time period, as we would have still collected them. As you can see though, the mountain does look very cool for this party. And the inside here is also decorated, which we'll get to in a minute. And heck, even the subway is updated. In fact, I think even in the one in the port is also updated. But unfortunately, the time machine's blocking it, so we have no way in. So that's something. Anyway, yeah, there's even a heart on top of there. Going inside, again, we have Valentine Day. Yep, Valentine just greeting us here. This is the, you know, one from 5 years ago. So that's pretty cool. Of course, we got Cutie, Justin, Steven, Icy, and Lapis here. Now with Valentine joining alongside them, which was the main intention here. But the overall room still looks amazing. And with all that being said, this actually looks so cool. And even the windows look cool. Yeah, this is back when I actually still decided to change the windows for certain events. I don't do that now just because at this point it's just taking too long. Up here was not updated. But I did realize we actually did forget a room actually when exploring down at the port. You see, the underground party room was actually updated in this party. And it shows as follows. Yep, as you can see, the underground party room was actually updated in this party. It was ironically the first party to have this room decorated, as it was only implemented 5 days before this party. So that could make sense. But yeah, before we head to the village, I thought I'd show you that real quick, because I legitimately almost forgot to actually do that. I was about to head to the village, and then I realized we did not showcase this room. So that's how it looked for Valentine's Day 2019. And now, let's head to the village. Now that we're at the village, this subway is also updated for this party. But obviously, the actual village itself also is updated for this party, with the last item being the Valentine's Day banner. Let's go ahead and hold that in my other hand. And now, we officially have all 5 items. The actual village itself back then also looked amazing. And genuinely, I truly do think it did as well. Because, wow. Even the hotel is actually updated for once. Like, good lord, it feels like that has not happened in freaking forever. Like, good lord. As you may notice, let's go ahead and place that again. But, regardless, this is how it looks. The coffee shop, to be specific, for this party. I forgot how beautiful I actually made it. Actually, that goes for this whole party. My god, I completely forgot how beautiful I made this party back then. It was truly something. Like, wow. This party was truly something back in the day. Alright. No, seriously, like, holy frick. This party was insane. Well, it was 2 days after the corruption, so that probably could also explain why I went a little nuts. It may or may not also do, of course, still celebrate the fact that we actually got it back, the world. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Just got a few more rooms. Let's head over to the hotel next. And yes, it's actually updated in this party for once. Well, it was actually. And yeah, even in here got updated too, which also is very, very cool. I know, it's been a while since we've seen this layout. I know. It's been a while, hasn't it? Alright, and we only got 2 more rooms in this party, and then we can head back to the present. Until the next day. And that's how this looks as well. It looked very pretty back then. And now, we only got 1 room left. The clothes shop, which was updated for this party back in the day. And if I had to take a guess, in there is probably the February 2019 catalog. That would make the most sense. No need to go in there since we already saw it 5 years ago. But regardless, this was a really cool Valentine's Day party. And with all that being said, every single room has been officially toured. There you have it, guys. What a crazy way to celebrate 5 years. Of course, before we do go, though, of course, obviously, let's, you know, take off all the armor. Since, obviously, you know, we obviously can't bring it back with us, as, of course, obviously, it belongs here. Alright, I have successfully done that. So, next time on Friday, February 9th, to clarify, the time period has been changed. But, as of right now, I think it's January 25th, 2021, which would be Operation Nether, but we'll see where we go. So until next time, Operation Legos Island 2022 is